As a filmmaker, I've stuck a camera in Brian's face many times to have him share his thoughts about the organization and about individuals who have benefited from skateboarding and other action sports. And I regret not getting this story on camera because it's an interesting story that I think many people don't know about Brian and the GBASO story. One day I asked Brian, what inspired all of this? What made you want to open a nonprofit action sports park? And Brian's answer left me speechless. Brian said, a kid fell out of the sky. I puzzled for a moment. I wasn't sure what that meant. I thought, was that a reference to the stork delivering a child to him? And I thought, that doesn't make sense. His first children were twins, so he would have said, 2 kids fell out of the sky. So I needed to know more. Brian, what does that mean, a kid fell out of the sky? Brian proceeded to tell me about a story at Hidden Valley Ski Resort in February of 2012. A 6-year-old boy and his father were skiing that day, and the 6-year-old was dangling from the chairlift in his father's grip. A crowd of spectators gathered underneath and tried to convince the father that they should let go of the child and that they would catch him and keep him safe. Brian was one of those individuals. You can see him here in this photograph wearing the blue coat and the red helmet. The father let go of the boy. The spectators, including Brian, caught the boy, and the boy was safe. Now, this story gained a lot of national media attention. Brian was getting phone calls from Good Morning America, Inside Edition. Producers wanted to talk to Brian and find out more about the story that had happened. And Brian got a little frustrated about the reaction to the story because the producers and the media weren't asking, well, did the boy get back on a chairlift? Now, that February afternoon in 2012, Brian found this boy and his father skiing just on the bunny hills as if to avoid the chairlift. And Brian encouraged this boy and he said, you need to get back on that chairlift. You can't let this overpower you. You can't let this fear control you. You'll never want to go skiing again. You'll always be afraid of chairlifts. And with the help of his father, the 6-year-old got back up on that chairlift and he was able to enjoy the rest of his day at Hidden Valley. It was that moment that Brian was inspired to open an organization and open an indoor action sports park where its mission was to allow people to function through fear and not let that fear control our lives. Ever since these doors first opened, many people have been impacted by Brian and by that whole idea that we need to overcome our fear. Thank you, Brian, for everything you have done for me personally and for the action sports community here in Northeast Wisconsin. Your spirit, your energy, your willingness to help others, your inclusivity of different people, it will live on in the walls here at GBASO.